Hey everyone, it's that Math Magician, and on this video, I want to work through a couple more examples on function machines and how they work. So, let me go ahead and draw out my first function machine, and the equation that's going to be inside this function machine is y equals x squared minus 5. So let's see what happens to the input of x equals negative 4. When I drop that into this function machine, what do you guys think the output will be? Now, if you want to, pause the video, take some time to work out the problem, and see if your answers match mine. Now, we need to follow the same process that we did in the previous videos. We need to rewrite our equation, y equals x squared minus 5. And again, I don't want to write x because my variable x is now equal to negative 4. So now I just need to solve this equation. Y equals negative 4 squared is the same thing as negative 4 times negative 4, which makes positive 16. And I still bring down my minus 5, and 16 minus 5 gives me 11. So my output for this problem is y equals 11. All right, let's look at another example. Now, for this, I'm going to actually keep the same input. I want my input to remain x equals negative 4. But for this function machine, I'm going to change the equation inside. So, instead of writing y equals x squared minus 5, I'm going to switch it to y equals the absolute value of x. Now, we're still going to do the same thing. It's just that we're using the same input, but we're going to be using a different function machine for that input. So I'm dropping in the negative 4 into this new equation, and I want to see what my new output's going to be. So again, let's write out our function machine to the side. Y equals the absolute value of my x value. And again, I'm not going to write x because my x equals negative 4. Now, whenever you have absolute value bars and you're taking the absolute value of a negative number, it turns the negative number into a positive number. And that's the only step that you have to do on this problem. So y ends up equaling positive 4. So I wanted to do these two problems to show you that you can have the same inputs being dropped into function machines. But if the function machines have two different equations inside, like our examples do, then your outputs won't necessarily be the same. It's all dependent on the equation inside the function machine. Hopefully this was helpful and you could see, again, how function machines change our inputs to produce our outputs. It's that Math Magician, and I'll see you next time.